All right, Brad, thank you. Well, heart disease is the #1 cause of death in the United States. One of the biggest drivers behind that is sudden cardiac arrest, which someone suffers every 90 seconds. Here in Des Moines, our firefighters and EMS workers are nearing the final phase of a training initiative that is hoping to drastically drop that number. Our Local 5's Mary Sugden has the story.
If practice makes perfect, the Des Moines Fire Department is going for 100%.
1, 2, 3.
A lot of it's just repetition and getting those pieces together.
EMS crews rehearsing what they'll do when faced with a life or death scenario.
You get to 5 seconds off the chest, call for a reset.
Should people visit or live in the city of Des Moines, they can feel safe that Des Moines Fire Department is cutting edge in cardiac arrest management.
This training is the final piece of the cardiac care puzzle for EMS teams. They've learned and implemented this manual CPR pump and the Lucas device, which automatically delivers chest compressions. The final piece, the EleGARD,
which allows us to place the patient in that device, and will actually in intervals raise the head up to allow that blood to drain out of the head and introduce fresh oxygenated blood into the head.
Once slid under a patient, it very slowly raises their head. But why?
Many of the people who do survive sudden cardiac arrest, they end up with brain injury, no different than we see with trauma, closed head injury, traumatic brain injury, concussion.
They may be alive, but they're brain dead. What this piece of the puzzle does for us is gives us a better chance at perfusing or getting good fresh oxygenated blood into the brain.
This trio of devices means first responders have an arsenal of tools to save lives on scene.
Nothing that we're going to do in the field that's different from the hospital. On these particular patients, staying on scene for about 30 minutes.
And while the equipment is simple to use, it does take practice for it to feel like second nature.
The challenge is that the medical community has been doing resuscitation the same way for 6 or more decades. So we have very deep-seated habits and understandings of what we think is best for patients, and breaking those habits and learning a new sequence and learning how to implement a different set of priorities.
While Des Moines Fire plans to deploy EleGARDs full-time by mid-August, trainers say agencies using them in other states are already seeing an impact.
The very simple fact is that we're seeing a increased likelihood of survival that is anywhere from 2 to 5 times greater than what the national standard has been.
And for those on the front lines, this goes beyond improving data points.
And our goal with this is to save as many lives as we can, and allow those patients to be able to walk out of the hospital after these events, back to their families, and live normal lives again.
And there is something you can do in the event of a cardiac arrest that first responders say is a key piece in saving someone's life: bystander CPR. This is chest compressions only. We have a video of Captain Spacetto walking us through how you can do this. You can find that on our website, weareiowa.com.